This is a supplemental recording for the DCAA regarding auto-scheduling of auditor resources. So here, the FAO manager or supervisor has a quick view on all the different audits queued up for the month, and they can, for example, checkbox one of the audits and schedule the auditors with the click of a button here. And I'll show you how that works by drilling down into this specific project. So if we drill down into the project here, the incurred cost audit for C4 networks here, it's in progress, but not scheduled yet. And it's for the Fort Worth branch. So we can schedule a very simple, one-step audit that has a one-day audit and a very simple type of resource required for that audit. In this case, when we look at the timeline for this audit, it's got about 5 or 6 steps. Each step is actually done by a different type of resource. Some steps are done by a technical analyst, other steps by the lead auditor, and still other steps by entry-level auditors. And the way the system works to allow for a single-click scheduling of available auditors or other resources is you first, in this resource type table, you're defining different types of resources. And here in the test system, we only have a few, but you can have hundreds of different types of resources. Instead of just auditor, you could have auditor level 1, 2, 3, and 4. Each of those levels having a standardized requirement of skills, which you can also define the skills within this role type or resource type, as we call it here. And once you've defined the different resource types that have very specific, well-defined, standardized skills for each resource type, you can then, within any kind of audit, again, there's a few steps here. For this step, I've actually added the requirement for a resource type of auditor. I can also here be looking at different resource types. Again, these are the same resource types that I showed you just a few seconds ago in that table. I can even require perhaps a program lead auditor be added to this step. So I need an auditor and I need a program lead auditor. The idea here is that the FAO manager or supervisor can simply just run this quick step under quick actions called schedule audit staff. So schedule audit staff will now look at the auditors available at this time period. Again, just this time period here is April 6th, 7th, and 8th. This step right here, develop preliminary questions. And I can select the auditor from a list of available team members, or just let it automatically select who's available and update the database automatically. And so here, it shows that Audrey, Aaron, and Aster auditor, these three people within this FAO office, they have all the requisite skills that match against the required types of roles that are required. And if you remember, there's two, one's a lead and one's an auditor that I had put on this one task. And I can just select Aster, for example, click next, and Aster will be, if I go back here and click edit, just to show you, back to resources. So Aster is now applied and added here and informed via email and message on Aster's mobile device that they've been assigned this audit task on this audit for C4 systems. We didn't find any program lead auditors available, and so that will be something that the FAO manager or supervisor has to look at specifically, why there's no available individuals in their area. This is very configurable, this what we call quick action to run this auto scheduler. So these steps to look at who's available, how many steps, what questions are asked of the individual when they're looking to schedule someone to perform this work is all configurable in the system. This is not hard-coded into the application. this is a workflow that was created specifically to show this auto scheduling step. So again, if you have multiple steps that require different types of individuals, from technical analysts to leaders to entry-level auditors or even IPAs, you would then go step by step and auto schedule it. If it's a fairly simple audit, you can go at this level and even multi-select a number of different audits and click schedule auditors to schedule them all at once.